Hello and welcome. Doing some Commodore 64 stuff today. Now I did have my camera and everything set up, but Maisie knocked it, so there we go. Now we're all set up. Everything's set up and ready. Maisie knocked it, so we'll start with some good old greenberry, and we'll see what happens after that. See if I'm in good frame of mind or not to do this today. Now it says birthday stream, it's not really anything special, it's just a normal C64 stream. It just happens to be my birthday, which I do not make very big deal out of really. I was doing quite well. That's been happening more often than it used to, so perhaps I am actually improving. He says. Stage 2, that's quite a reasonable accomplishment, I think. So I've got TARDIS behind me, you can even see it. TARDIS here, and Doctor Who coffee mug. So Daleks on one side, Cybermen on the other. There's some greenberry going on. What more can we ask for this lovely Friday night? I'm doing so well this run. Oh well, I suppose I could have two good runs in a row, could I? I'd be asking a little bit too much, I think. I did quite a swift turn around with the flamethrower there. That's impressive in itself, really. Which is all I've got to be said for my efforts now. More than what could be said for my efforts, is what I think I'm trying to say. I'm getting annoyed about that. Because it's not. I'm making the best of things, but it's not really acceptable. Yeah, I did use the flamethrowers a little bit quick. I meant to jump, not start going up the frickin' ladder. That didn't work very well, did it? It didn't turn out the best. Fuck. Stupid. Can't have too many of those really good runs, can I? That just wouldn't be right, would it? Shit, I stood up. If there's a bullet coming towards you, you know, and you're already laying down on the floor, set to avoid it, what do you do when it gets near you? Stand up. Lasted a little bit longer that time. Normally, I find it easy to stay on the bottom, but there's so many fucking mines around. I've got to go and use the bathroom, but I shall return. I'm sorry it's so short after, but such is life. I've got to do what I've got to do. I do apologise for that. I am back now. I did drink a lot of water before I started streaming, and I think that's probably what caused it. Right, let's get going and carry on. Or at least I will in a moment. Rocco, thank you. How are you today? Thank you very much for saying for happy birthday there. It's a nice day, is it today? Or did... Unfortunately, it wasn't so nice here. It's dark now, but it was rainy and not so good today. Ah. I don't really stand much of a chance, do I? Not on one life like this. I'm holding my own quite nicely, but nah. I told you I wouldn't stand a chance with that. There's a bit more than one life left. That's a nice start. Drop kick. Stamp on the head. Fuck. Just before I got to the picking checkpoint as well. And again. Yeah. What I need to do is not die closer to the beginning. Now if I do manage to hold my own for quite a while like that, I stand more of a chance of doing it. If I'm dying at the fucking beginning before the first checkpoint or a while, or the second checkpoint I mean. We still passed the checkpoint this time. And that was a drop kick. And that was bullshit. That's freaking green, guys. Pains in the ass. It's twice as enough, and I guess, to get onto the second stage. I guess it ain't gonna happen anymore. Again, this is my last life. Let's face it, it's probably not going to happen. Coffee dregs in the bottom of the cup. Ugh. I suppose shit person should have made the coffee, shouldn't I? I should have made it a bit better, filtered it a bit better. You're kidding me. You could have at least given me the fucking checkpoint. Come on, I was that fucking close. Right, come on, come on, come on. Messing around over. Let's get this done properly. Let's do it like we mean business. Still not very likely. So much for doing it like I mean business. Just make sure that it's this go then. This is it, this is it, this has got to be it. This is the one. Look at the fucking ladder. Ah, you fucker! Damn it! So close! What a noise it makes. Yeah, the problem is though, Rocco, you've got a freaking knife. You're infiltrating an enemy base here. Russian base to be precise. And you've got a bloody knife. And the odd flamethrower here and there. Squish, squish, squish noise, yeah? And if you've got a flamethrower left, when you get another one, you still only get 3. I think, say you got 3 left, you still get 3 more and end up with 6. Save all the flamethrowers till we get these arsehole Kung Fu guys coming after you. I do like the tanks all lined up at the bottom of the screen, look. The way you've got all tanks lined up facing you. Come on, because I was doing alright, now it's shit again. That was what you call a calculated risk. Oh, you fucker. He jumped right on my bloody head. I'm so sorry about the fucking yawning as well. But what's the matter with me? I've been sick, I tell you that, I have been sick. I've had a problem with my stomach today. It's drained me. Which is nice for a birthday, but never mind. Nice birthday present. But I've been getting sick for a few days, for about a week or so. So it's just kind of coming to a head now. I'm sorry to hear that, Rocco. It sucks though, doesn't it? I've just had a cold pretty much, but headaches have seemed to have gone, touch wood, but I've had a bad tummy today. I can't find that game that RLD was playing the other day with the drunk guy. I haven't got it at the moment. I have to see if I can find that. I've seen someone else play, I think it was Hazemaker. I think it was Hazemaker 64, I think. I saw play that. It was somebody else. That's why I asked him if he'd played it before, because I'd seen it being played. People are still sending me birthday messages on Facebook, bless them. I try and acknowledge everyone that does. Yes. Okay, now that was fair. Fucking do your kung fu on me, you idiot. Yeah. Kung fu you. Yeah. Do I wear glasses? For reading. There you go, I've got glasses to read them. But I can't see shit to play the game in them, so... But I don't use them very often. It's just if I got, say I got my phone or something, I ain't got them on. Because I'm long sighted, so I can see distance. So I'm guessing you have to wear them all the time if you wear them for distance. So I'm the opposite. I don't need them for distance, but I do need them for short term. My wife's the same as you, she wears them for distance. So she wears them all the time. I hate these fucking glitching, I really do. But there's bugger all I can do about it. And it's worse in these games because like when I'm doing Fate, you know, your pet is departed, it just lags a little bit, stutters a little bit. There's no problem. With this, I can't control it with the stutters, so I die needlessly because of the fucking lag. Bugger Windows 10, that's what it is. I heard somebody, my wife was shouting for me. I don't think it was her, I think it was people outside. See, that was a fucking glitch. I couldn't duck down. We'll have a few goes and then we'll see how we do. We'll change to another game afterwards. Stick with the C64 stuff today though. Right in the gut. Ugh. Fucking good that was. Yeah, if I put my glasses on to play this, I won't be able to see fuck all. But it's like this eye really. If I was to lose the use of this eye, I wouldn't be too bad. I'd notice it, but it wouldn't be too bad. If I was to lose this one, I'd pretty much be blind. See hardly nothing. Because this one's shit. The best way to describe it is like somebody's got the finger over that half of it. So there's a blank spot in the middle there. I've got a blank spot right here. I can see that out of that little bit. I was born with what they call a lazy eye, which meant I was basically cross-eyed and I was like this. So they did the operation to straighten it. I've got a little tiny scar on my eye. I cannot remember whether the operation to straighten it caused the partial blindness or whether the condition caused the partial blindness. The optician told me I probably would have already had the partial blindness, and when they tried to fix it, it didn't go the way it should do, because you're supposed to be able to see after they fix it. Yeah, could have been both. But I was too young to, I was only about 2 years old, if that, when I had it done, so I can't remember. So I've always known it to be that way, and it doesn't really bother me. Except the only problem is when I'm driving, if I turn my head that way, I've got to turn a little bit further to see. But apart from that, like if someone comes up behind me like this, I'd have to turn my head right round to see who they are. I can see just by turning here, but if you were to stand behind me, I wouldn't be able to see who you were unless I turned round. But mind you, if you were to stand behind me, Rocco, I probably wouldn't recognise you anyway because I don't know what you look like, but I'm talking about if I did. If you know what I mean. Like sometimes people wonder why I glance behind me. You know how when you walk and you see somebody behind you, just glance. If I glance that way, I'm fine. But if I look that way, I have to turn around. And people sometimes look at me like, well, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, it's because I can't see properly. And I can't see who you are. And I want to know, if you're coming up behind me, I want to know who you are. Anyway. I'll be yab, which is okay. But as you can see, it's affected my concentration. So I'm going to give this another go. And we may change to another one, I'll see. We've done quite a while on this. No, I don't really. I only explain it if it's somebody I know. Because people just don't, you know, people assume something about you. You know, I don't. Number one, I give up. I can't be bothered to explain everything to everybody. And number two, you know, if people just assume, then they assume. You know. Being half blind out of one eye, I guess makes you a quarter blind. And I'm sorry, it's a condition I have, it's not one I chose to have. And that's just the way it is. If somebody was to ask me what are you looking at, I'd say I don't know, I can't see it properly. So the wire just automatically ducked down. No glitching this time computer. Wire automatically ducked down there. These were bloody fire things. I said no glitching, and it glitched. Yeah, I'm just talking about, yeah, same as you. I'm not talking about people I know. If I know somebody, and I'll do that. But people who I know already know that I have that, so. Like when I have my eye tests and you read the eye chart, they cover up my good eye, and I can only see about the top two lines, if that. And my bad eye, I can see my good eye. If I cover up my bad eye, I can see my good eye. I can see almost everything. But the only thing I worry about is as I get older, obviously, because I can't see very well out of that eye, I'm putting strain on my good eye. So I have to think about that. But when I was younger, I had to wear a patch over my good eye to try and strengthen my bad eye into working properly. So I'd wear a patch over that eye, and I'd have to spend about 45 minutes a day not being able to see properly, just wearing that patch. But it didn't do anything, it didn't work, so it was determined that I was never going to see properly out of that eye. I always used to think, well, if I could afford laser eye surgery, I'd have it. But the optician told me that even with laser eye surgery, it still wouldn't fix the problem. There's basically absolutely nothing that could be done about it. Why did I want his ass on my face, look? What have you farted? Be disgusting. Concentration. That's it. Failed attempt to get up the ladder. Why did that bloke at the top look? Half of him's cut off, look. He's cut in half. We can only see his legs. That was one of those glitches. Which means for a split second I can't control him. So that split second causes a problem. I really wish I could fucking get it's Windows, something to do with Windows 10. Because it's my whole, it's not just the game, the Commodore 64 games, it's my whole computer that's affected by it. Sometimes if I leave my computer on overnight, it fixes the problem. And then Windows 10 updates again and I get the problem come back. So, but Microsoft's absolutely shit at tech support. So it'd be no good me phoning them or emailing them. I want to know what's going on with my copy of Guild Wars 2. I can't play it, I can't delete it, I can't do nothing, and I've emailed them 3 times and they have not got back to me. So I'm going to have to go to my system registry and manually pull it out of there to get it off my system. I'd like to be able to play it, ideally, but I've got a disc with it on, so a CD with it on, so if I can get it off my system, maybe I can reinstall it and get it to work. Just in case anyone's wondering why I haven't played that game lately, because I can't. Because it doesn't work. This stuff works. Maybe a bit glitchy, but it works. I'm playing this for an hour. For an hour. Green Berry for an hour. I should have just gone up the ladder. Climb up the ladder. Shit. Right, I've got to go to the bathroom again for another bathroom break. I shall be back, and when I come back, we'll do something else, another Commodore 64 game. So I should be back in a little bit. I am back. Now I wonder what we should get to play next. This one's a little bit boring, but I have had an hour and a half on it one time. If I can find it. So let's go to Friday the 13th. I've got everything set up again, yeah. Oh. What's loud? Oh. First thing I've got to do is find a weapon. Before I start worrying about where Jason is. tell you what, the music in this game just cracks me the fuck up. Can't find somebody to try and attack. Because Jason could be anybody. This could be him. Well, it's probably not. Just go around stabbing anybody or slashing anybody just in case it's him. But he's revealed himself now. We're gonna find him before here he is. There he is, piece of shit. Come on. Come on, because I know you're fucking Jason. What's happened there? I got a shit weapon. Oh, I got him. That was better. Yeah, that's not him. Sorry, just had to stab you, bitch. Check you weren't Jason. I won't know, she got behind there. No, she's revealed herself now. No, so that won't be him. So that music changes, it means he's revealed himself. Somebody's going to be deaded in a minute. Picture him. Oh! Where'd it go? Old McDonald, yeah. I think it was. It's got some crazy ass music. Oh, where did Jason go? Shit! Lost him. Robin Hood. Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood. Oh, where the fuck? No, you're not Jason. Where the hell are you? There's a chainsaw somewhere you can use, that's what I like to use. Ah, here it is. Is he in the church? Oh, somebody's dead. Come on, where the fuck are you? Good old Jason. No, because he's revealed himself. Kill somebody else now. What did I enjoy being poked with the chainsaw? Probably not. Ronald McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and he had some pals. Ronald McDonald had a farm. What if that's him? I just get a new impression. Oh, it's not. Fucker. Oh, who's dead? Me. Fuck. want a weapon before I start going after before I start going after people. Ah, there's a weapon. Nope, it's not in. Or him. Now he's revealed himself. The fucker could be anywhere. This isn't him. I know it's not. Um. Yeah, because I haven't lost my weapon. You're fucking Jason, I know you are. And I ain't got a weapon anymore. Fuck. Come on. No! Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I mean. I got him. I don't know. Is there anything else to this game? Why don't you ever die? How many times do I have to throw fucking axes at you? Where's he gone? You fucking... I've been followed around for ages. I don't understand. Why was he not dying? There's a fucking weapon. No, it's not you then. Thank you very much, Prime Gravity. How are you today? No. No party. Just a bit of relaxing and stuff. Somebody's just been killed. Yeah. I mean, I don't like a big fuss. I don't want a big fuss on my birthday, to be honest. And this time, are you gonna die, you fucking piece of crap? Jason, fucking shit. No, I think you just killed me. The first thing to do is to try and find a weapon. I don't like the throwing weapons. It's all I've got, it's all I've got. Whose birthday is it? I don't know, some grumpy old git called Simon. I know that you're fucking Jason. Thank you very much. Thanks and happy birthday. How are you doing anyway? Fucking hell, where'd Jason go? He's not dying again. Oh, this is Friday the 13th. You're supposed to be able to kill him. Have I got him? Have I got him? Or has he got me? I think he got me. If that was beer, that would be much better. No, I got him. That's good. Should have never got this crap before we move on. The thing is with this game, there's not really a lot to it. You just gotta wander around trying to find Jason and kill him before he kills everybody else. I hope that wasn't him. But that ain't him. I'm just hitting everybody else with the weapon. Oh, I can kill people. He's supposed to reveal himself, I think, when that music changes, but it changed the other time and he hadn't revealed himself, so... He's killing people, they're dropping up flies up. I don't think that's him, because... Chainsaw time. You do when they're like this, but I don't mind stuff like this, but this is a little bit... This is not something I could play for hours on end. There's not really a lot to it, is there? I bet you that was him, but where's he gone? Jason in space. Jason and the Argonauts. God, that's going back some years. That's even before my time, that was. This will fucking kill everybody. Ronald McDonald had a farm. Who got who? Oh dear, I think I got killed. If only it was that easy. It'd be quite funny to do that. Just start ploughing up the fields and let Jason get on with it. Oh no, I've already had a go at you, haven't I? Ah! bet you're him. Come here, 'cause I bet you're him. Or maybe you're not. What year was this? Do you know I'm not 100% sure? To be honest with you, I have to go back to the title screen. That's a good question actually, I wouldn't mind answering that. I don't mind having a look. Seeing if it says. Because now I want to know. Alright. But I don't even say. Oh, I've no idea then. Don't want a throwing weapon idea. Ideally, because if you do catch him, it takes forever to kill him. $1985, thank you. Pro Gravity. Which one of you's him? One of you fuckers is him. $1985. I was 12. Yeah, because I was born in 19. Yeah, I'd have been 12 on my birthday. So how old does that make me now then? My 12th birthday was in 1985. What number is this? And the prize for guessing is satisfactory that you can do simple maths. Why are those people just standing there? The fucking game glitched. Did I kill him? Did I kill him? Hell. What's happened? I reckon there's something gone wrong here. "46, well done." I have 46. Old Git. He's killing a lot of people this time. And old Jason. I can see where he's been. 42. A few years younger than me then. My sister's 42. Well, one of my sisters is 42. One of my sisters is 41, I think. Yeah. That'd make me about 90 maybe. Especially the way I felt the past week. Which is coming to a head today, I think. So hopefully I'll start to feel better. But I'm losing this very, very, very rapidly. The idea is just to jump scares, but I don't really find them that scary, to be honest with you. Come on, are you him? Ah, you're not even him. You. At this point, I don't care who dies. I think he has. No, I have. I've got to go take another bathroom break. Too much of this, too much coffee, too much anything else. I'll be back shortly, and we'll play something different, another Commodore 64 game. So just bear with me. Yeah, exactly. Like you said, you use your imagination to fill in the gaps. But yeah, anyway, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. We'll get something else to play now. And hopefully I picked the right one. Otherwise we'll be getting past the first level and having to reload it. Because the second level doesn't load. If I pick the wrong one, the second level doesn't load. But I think this is the right one. Rainbow Islands. It's a bit different than Friday the 13th, but there's no crazy guy with trying to kill people. Good evening. No, I'm playing on an emulator. Unfortunately, I do not have a Commodore 64 anymore, so I had to find all the games I had on there and download them. That's one of my goals, to eventually get a Commodore 64 and Amiga 1200. Yeah, I'm playing on emulator. Commodore, Amiga and C64 stuff I do play on emulators. Everything else I'll try and play on real stuff. Oh yes, I did. That's how I know all these games. I did indeed. Amiga 1200 and the Commodore 64. Commodore 64 obviously first. We'll find out in a minute if I've got the right version. Yes, it's the right version. Good. Yeah, the Amiga version of this I've never played. I've heard it's pretty good. What's that? Exploding fish? I've never seen that either. I'll look at it later. Whoops. You see all my dirty secrets now. Where are we? This what happens when you tab out the game. Yeah, a lot of these games I have are ripped raw cassette files. This isn't, obviously. The cassette one is the one that doesn't work properly, so I have to get this. It was thrown away. I moved to the United States. My Amiga I sold. But I moved to the United States and my C64 was thrown away by my parents. And most of any remaining Amiga games I had and all my C64 games were binned. Hold on, let me have a look. Let me read some of this chat here. This version had the bootleg somewhere over the rainbow. Rule the Thirds, how you doing? Alright. Hey, Master Blaster, thank you for the happy birthday there. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I made sure I got tape files, because I just like to load some of them. I don't tend to do it on stream so much, but Rule of Thirds, thank you for the 2 months there. I don't have a shout out command, but if any of you guys want to check out Rule of Thirds, he's a good retro streamer. Exactly, that's what I thought. I thought I'll play something. I do play a variety of stuff. If any of you see my other streams, which most of you I know have, but I thought, well, I'll play something I really like on my birthday. I do like the old Commodore stuff. I like modern games, but these old stuff are still my favourites. Yeah, the old mouse pointer stuck on the screen there, that's a dead giveaway that I'm using an emulator. Because Commodore 64 didn't have a... There was a Commodore 64 mouse, I believe, but I don't think it was very good, if I remember. I never had one. Yes! Well, that stuff, yeah, maybe is rubbish in Bravo, but the games, no. The games were not rubbish. Oh, they did a copyright thing on it, did they? Because it was too similar to Over the Rainbow. I'm surprised when I upload my VOD to YouTube they ain't flagged me on it. What did they get me on? Gremlins 2. And they content ID'd that. And one of those Jet Set Willy games that I play with the Mozart music in. I thought to myself, I have to make sure I ask Mozart's permission next time. Oh my goodness, well when I bought my first C64 I bought some games with it, but the first one I played was Jet Set Willy, because it's not strictly a Commodore 64 game originally, but it's one I had when I had my first computer was a Dragon 32, and I've always been quite into that. So Jet Set Willy was my first game I played on the C64. Jet Set Willy, Green Beret was another one, Green Beret, which I played on this stream if you'd see it earlier. I did have this, but not until a bit later. Well, stick around and watch some of my streams, and I have loads of versions of Jet Set Willy, different variations of it. You'll see it eventually. A lot of free PC versions of that. Yeah, people, they laugh at me for playing Jet Set Willy, but I like it. Oh, Boulder Dash. Yeah, I have that as well. I saw RLD was playing that the other day. Well, I don't expect to get much further. I don't normally. The old Draclias and Skeletons tend to kill me. I better not say skeleton, I'll probably get done for copyright for saying that. Have we glitched, game? Wouldn't be the first time. When you're diving up these rainbows, you've got to be quick. Yeah, sometimes I forget I'm not actually speedrunning it, am I? Play it slow and run out of time? Nah. I do understand what you're saying though, Master Blaster. Maybe if I took my time a bit, I'd get a bit further. I have my methods. Hunchback? Nah, that's another one. I mean, I've never really been into soccer games, to be honest with you. I had a few, I know it's not exactly the same, but I had a couple of cricket games back in the day, and golf stuff. Golf games tend to be a bit boring, but I've never streamed a golf game, but I sometimes might play one. I've got another credit list. Should we see if we can do something with it? Actually, I don't think Jet Set Willy was my first Commodore 64 game I played, because I don't think it came with the Commodore 64 that I had. I think I bought it separately. I can't remember. It would either be that, or Outrun, or Green Beret. Green Beret, I mean, something like that. Because they came with it. Yeah, I know there were some quite good football games back in the day. I think Sensible Soccer was a good C64 one, but hang in there like the plague, yeah. Oh, Handicap, yeah. I haven't got it at the moment, I don't think, but I have played it back in the day. Right, I was just told by Master Blaster not to forget something. So, I could not possibly forget Hunchback if I tried. Eddie Bear's Picnic. You know, I've got to actually jump, haven't I? Last Ninja, yeah. Like I said, Last Ninja 2 for me was the best one. And my copy of Last Ninja 2, I think I said before, got broken. The tape got tangled up in the tape deck. Oh, Bruce Lee, I have that as well. Maybe I should play that a bit. So I had to set up for Last Ninja 2 Remix, or Last Ninja Remix, whatever it was called, to get as a replacement. Which the music was alright, but the game was a bit... it was pretty much the same game, but... Zorro, no. Not played it. Space Taxi, I've not actually got that, but... Right. Hunchback was another Dragon 32 game that I had, but the Dragon 32 version of Hunchback was shite. And then I got one, I can't remember whether it was the Dragon 32, I think. The Bells, which is basically what Hunchback is based on, isn't it? Was the original game The Bells? Or was that a spin-off? Or a different one? I don't know. Being a gamer has always been cool. It's the others that are pathetic. I heard a streamer once referred to new games as modern lanes. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. Mind you, I don't. I've got a whole blooming crap load of PS4 games. A whole load of them. Some of them I've got to finish actually. I finished 2 last week actually, a couple of weeks ago. I actually got through 2 PS4 games that I actually completed. Head Over Heels, was that C64? I remember it on the Amiga. Yeah, but a lot of the games today, they take a lot of... You have to invest a lot of time in them to finish them. And you have to keep putting money into them as well. Oh, we'll release half the game, and then we'll release the rest and say it's DLC but add-on content. When actually, really, it's just the other half of the game which you already own. weren't too bad for a first run, considering I was yabbering in chat, which I don't mind doing. It's not often I get enough people in here to talk to. Normally, sitting here playing something like Fate, going, when it gets past 10 o'clock, but not today. But oh yeah, there was one. Oh gosh, what the heck was it called? What the blinking heck was it? I can see it. Joystick I'm talking about. What the heck? It began with C, I think. What the blinking heck was it called? A big old grey thing with a yellow button on it. But depending on the game, really. Depending on what kind of joystick you'd have, depending on the game. Nowadays it's either keyboard or PS4 controller. It's keyboard today. My PS4 is serving as a stream monitor so I can see my stream being played back. I think it began with C. I may be wrong on that, but I can see it. It was quite decent size. It was grey, had a yellow button on top, and I think one other button. Had 2 fire buttons, and it was big. It was grey colour and with the yellow buttons, but I cannot remember what the bloody thing was called. It may not have begun with C, but my friend had one, and I liked it, so I bought one for myself. I can't blinking remember what it was. Definitely a Commodore 64 joystick though. Definitely. It's got me curious now. I can see it in my mind. I can see a picture of it. But I can't obviously project that image out to show it to you. So it doesn't really help, does it? But there's no way I'm going to find out what it was if I can remember what it was called. It may not have begun with C, but for some reason I have it in my mind. No idea. Now, if I was to pick up an actual Commodore 64 joystick now, I'd probably have to get used to using it again. Because I'm so used to playing these games like this. Yeah, I know. I've got myself. I cannot think what it was called, but I distinctly remember it. It may not have begun with C, but I distinctly remember what the joystick looked like. Now one more, I get the old super bonus. Remember to jump. Jump. Super bonus and extra life that goes with that super bonus. Right. Problem is with these arrows, you can't tell where they're coming from. These ones aren't too bad because they're coming from in front of you until you get to this bit, and then you have to just take a chance whether to jump or whether to just keep going forward. You can kind of get an idea, but it glitched out on me last time on this one. It seems to depend on what game I'm playing as well, how badly those glitches are. But that is actually my computer. I did play games with friends, but mostly when I played my games, it was on my own. The stuff I did with my friends was other stuff, not related. So I haven't really got anything exciting other than sitting in front of the computer playing, which was exciting at the time, but I'm not getting any wild and wonderful gaming stories to tell, unfortunately. Fuck the duck. I've got to jump because, yeah. Ah, yeah. Actually doing quite well for me. Now look how close I am to... I've never actually completed this game. Never completed it. I've completed very few of the really old games, the ones that were completable. So, this is going to sound weird, but I never really liked to complete a game because I felt like once I completed it, oh, where's the fun in playing that now? If it's this game you're talking about, then it's actually very difficult. Oh, the joystick? I don't know. Or was that a game? What is that? Gyrus or whatever. Is that the joystick or the game? The name of the joystick or the game? That's going to sound stupid. I know it sounds like a stupid question to ask, but it's not a game I've heard of, and it's not a... I don't know. Oh, the game! Yeah, I'd have to have a look at some of these games sometimes, see if I can download them. Because that's how I'd get them. Well, downloads. See, even if I am to eventually get a C64, a real C64 again, and actually be able to play on a proper real 64, as long as I can just get it to stream, that'll be absolutely fine. And I still have my emulator for streaming if it didn't work properly. But if these games would work on it, I would still play the same games. Because, you know, to get all these games, and even if I had tapes, they're normally tapes, or if cartridges would probably be alright, but tapes and the discs deteriorate faster than anything, so you'd have to back them up, even if you had them, back them up on an SD card or something. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Yeah, it is. How these games can still be fun. I get as much enjoyment out of playing them now as I ever did. And it's nice. I never thought I'd still be playing the same. If you cut me in that 40 years ago, probably not 40, I didn't have a Commodore 64 when I was 6, but probably about 35 years ago maybe, I'd have been I'd have never thought I'd still be playing them at 46 years old. I'd never thought. This isn't going so well, is it? But I like the fact, if I think about it, I can sit here, I've got a PS3, a PS4, a Switch, and my computer. They're the systems that I have. And all that Nintendo stuff I play is on my Switch. But I don't give a shit about Nintendo's arsiness, really, to be honest with you. I've given them enough money. I've got several games from a Switch, and I had a Wii. And a Wii U, when the controller died, the gamepad thing died, and Nintendo wanted to charge me an arm and a leg to get it blinking fixed and to replace it. I said, no, that Wii U, out. That annoyed me, that did. Cost more for the blinking controller to be fixed than it would have done for me to buy a whole new system. So I did buy a new system. I bought a Switch. What was I saying? Yeah, it's good to have the fact I've got all these PS4 games over here. I've got all my old games like this, and I still sit here and play Hunchback. But yet next day I could probably whip out a new game, look, and play it. This I've got to play again. I haven't played this for bloody ages. Bloody good game, that is. I don't even know if I've ever streamed it. I think I have in my early days of streaming. But now I've got to wait for this before I can start the game up again. Or have I just clicked off it? No, I just clicked off it, that was it. I've heard about that, and the Commodore power supplies and the Amigas. I've heard I know about the batteries in the Amigas. You have to replace them because they can go 1200s and stuff. They can go kaput, destroy everything. But yeah, can't you? Surely you can mod something up to make to run a C64 on without having to use the actual power supply. There are people that make them as well, make new ones. So Yeah, I did actually sell my 1200 and put the money towards buying a PC. My first PC. I thought I just wanted new. I just wanted new stuff. But I should have kept it. I should have kept it. Like I just said, I'd have had to have had the battery changed and had some stuff done to it. Because I never opened up my... Back in the day, I never opened up my computers and worked on them. I would now. But... Alright then, thanks for stopping by. And very nice to see you as always. I'll catch you again. Oh, I thought you said you got to go. Do beg your pardon. I beg your pardon, sir. You've still got it, yeah. I sold mine. What did I get? 200 quid for it back in the day. See, I weren't paying attention at all there. I would admit. Yeah, I mean now I probably would. I kind of know what I'm doing. I'd have to probably get some to really know what I'm doing inside an old computer like that because PC, the modern PC, yeah, no problem. I used to build my PCs. About the third, fourth, and fifth PC I had, I built myself, and I upgraded them myself. This one I've got now, I've added stuff to it. I had to put the capture card in myself, put the RAM in, more RAM in. I could do all that, but old computers I never really had in the day. So you trying to say that selling your old C64, old 1200 or whatever it is you still got, is be like selling your girlfriend? Kind of understand. Funnily enough, it's a crude way of putting it, but I can kind of understand where you're coming from. But yeah, those old bread bin C64s, and that's obviously what I had. That's what most people had, I think. I think on the C128 though, I think that actually that was released too close to the Amiga coming, wasn't it? I don't think there was that many. I didn't really know anybody with the C128. And most C128s were used to play C64 games on anyway, weren't they? So it's like I mentioned, my first computer was a Dragon 32. The Dragon 64 was like that. Not many people had them. And when they did, they run them in 32 mode so they could play the games. But I look at my emulator and I look at the blue C64 screen and I think this is going to sound weird, but I think I love that, and it would be even better if there was an actual real 64 displaying it. Do you know what I mean? I've got all on this emulator. I've only got C64 games. I've got C128 basic. I've got C128. I've got C VIC-20. Pretty much all the Commodore machines, the early ones, not the Amigas obviously, but pretty much all the earlier Commodore 64, Commodore machines on it. Commodore PET I think I got. VIC-20. Which means I could probably find some VIC-20 games. But I never had a VIC-20 back in the day, so it'd all be new to me. But yeah, I should actually look for some VIC-20 games, really. Considering I can play, I'll be able to play them. I should be able to play them. I just change the system ROM out, take the C64 one out of the directory and put the VIC-20 one in. And I have a VIC-20 emulator. Oh, why did I do that? Look at the size of her though. I mean how big she is compared to him. It's like a giant. You can pick him up like this. I think I'm losing the plot with this today now. I think I might have to get something else going. I'm thinking of possibly getting some Bruce Lee going next. What do you reckon? Bruce Lee next? Yeah, I reckon. Do you? Yeah, maybe. Very good. Thank you very much, Mike. How are you doing today? Bit of hunchback. Which, like I was saying a little bit earlier, I have never actually completed Hunchback, so I did. but not as evil as the one where you got arrows coming from underneath and above you, and you don't know which one's going to come, whether you're going to have one in your head or in your in your head or in your ass. That's it. And you don't know whether to jump or whether to stand still. See, that was what my wonderful computer does. Glitches. Oh, goodness me, I nearly gave myself a heart attack there. And there's nothing I can do about it. It's blinking something to do with Windows. Because I can leave my computer on all night and it won't do it, then Windows 10 will update and it'll start doing it again. So I don't know why leaving the computer on all night fixes it. Maybe it's trying to update, trying to write stuff to the hard. Now this is the one I was talking about. Where's the arrow going to come from? If I jump, I got lucky. Yeah, but mine does it. Every time it updates, it does it. I can get it to stop for a brief period of time, and it's like that stuttering. And it'll just... Any game I'm playing on the computer, anything does that, but some are worse than others. And with the Commodore stuff, it's bad, because as it's glitching, I can't control it. So I just walk straight into the arrow, because I couldn't do anything else. So it depends on the game I'm playing. But it's definitely Windows 10 and it's definitely the computer and not the emulator or the game. It's 100% the computer and it's 100% Windows. So I don't know why it glitches. I got Assassin's Creed Unity on it. Is it Unity? Oh, one of the Assassin's Creed. Well, I got Assassin's Creed 1 and all that lot, but I got another Assassin's Creed on there. I'm afraid to play it because of the glitching. Yeah, my old Windows 10 machine used to do it as well. Yeah, the mouse pointer sticks. You're looking at files in a folder and it suddenly shoots back to the top of the folder. If you're looking at pictures or documents in a folder trying to find something, all of a sudden it'll glitch and it'll bang back up to the top of the folder. Where you try to rename something, it glitches. Yeah, 100% Windows 10 thing. I'm glad I'm not the only one that has that issue. My old Windows 10 machine used to do the same thing. Yeah, exactly, Mike, exactly. Rename, cancels the rename. I have exactly those issues. And then that glitching that we get, that you saw just then with the game, I just don't know, there's nothing they can really do about it unless Windows decides to get their act together and shoot an update out. Hey Hitch! Still not as old as you, mate, but thanks for the birthday wishes anyway. "46", just to clarify it, that's how old I am. I will never. Well, we all will die one day, but hopefully it won't happen to any of us yet, Hitch. But no, I'll never quite catch up with you. That's what I say to my wife. She'll never quite catch. My wife's 43, and she'll never catch up with me. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for some of those games. because they'll be worth getting. Right, I'm not doing this very well, am I? Cliffhanger, yeah, I've not got it, but I am aware of what it is. If it's the same game I'm thinking of. Speaking of Amiga, that glitching that I was just talking about on my computer is really bad when I try and do Amiga stuff, which is why unfortunately I don't do it very often. I do it when I can, but it actually rendered one game. I was trying to play one game on the Amiga and it actually rendered it unplayable. It was so bad. Yes, audio stuttering, that's exactly what I get. You see, I just did it then, I couldn't jump. You'll hear a very slight stutter and then I won't be able to move the controller for a little while, for a second. But any Windows game, any game on my PC I play, or anything I do on my PC, it does it with. It's bloody annoying. Yeah, it's not just your machine, it is mine. Mine does it. And my old Windows did it. This is a Dell machine and it does it. So my old machine, which was a different brand, does it. I got an HP printer and I don't know what's the matter with it. It prints perfectly fine unless I'm trying to print out from an email. Then I cannot get it to print in fucking colour to save my life. But I don't know what's up with that. This is the third Dell that I've had in my PC life and they've all been pretty decent. But I've never had an HP computer. Oh, you know what, Hitch? So do I like building them myself. But to be honest with you, I'm too damn lazy to do it anymore. But there's stuff in this. I put RAM in this computer myself. I put the capture card in myself. Which I get glitches with that sodding thing as well. I get audio crackling with the capture card. I don't bloody know what the matter with that is. And where that problem stems from. Probably fucking Windows as well. Shit, I forgot about the fucking arrow. I lost my bloody streak. I'll have one more go at this, and I kept going on about Bruce Lee, so I might as well bring him out a bit. I always say two things certain. There will never be a Half-Life 3 and there will never be a Dark Souls 4. What do you reckon? If there ever is, I'll be very surprised. There's actually more likely to be a Dark Souls 4. Yeah, they've been saying that for years, Hitch. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe a Dark Souls 4 before I believe in a Half-Life 3. Well, fair enough if it is. I guess I'll have to play the first two if there's gonna be a third one. I've never played any of them. Obviously, I know very much what they are, but I've never actually played them myself. Or Dark Souls, but I have played freaking Bloodborne and almost threw my controller at the TV. It frustrated me that much because it was so fucking hard. Right. Alice game. What was this, C64? I'm kind of looking at chat. I'm kind of trying to get Hunchback through his jumps as well. Because if I get through this one, I'll get the super bonus. As long as it doesn't glitch. Yeah, this game is full of vicious arrows. Now I never know, where's this one going to come from? Luckily it came from the bottom. But I could just as easily have come out from the top. See, it's glitching. Luckily, I was in mid-air and it didn't bother me. Although I haven't fixed that glitching problem, I kind of feel better now. I know that I'm not the only one that has it. All that was the same. Anything from the glitching, the audio stuttering, the renaming of files being cancelled and all that stuff. It's exactly the same issues that I have. Oh, I don't even know what screen's next. What screen's next? I think it's firewalls. It's not very often I get this far. Okay, I'm gonna go and use the bathroom, the toilet really quickly, and then we'll play some Bruce Lee when I come back. So if you're interested, stick around. Okay, I'm back. Oh. What was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? Where are you, Bruce? Right. I do admit I do like this game. The AI is as thick as shit in this game, but I better get that, otherwise I'll be getting the wall and I'll be thinking, why isn't it working? Oh, Mike, the discs, the reusing the discs, the sellotape on the cassettes. Yeah. And those cover tapes were short and they were not very good quality, so they really were shit to reuse. But you could, I suppose, if you programmed, you could do something with them. There we go. I ain't gonna waste time fighting you idiots. See, that's what I mean about the AI being stupid. Fuck! And this, they ain't never going to get up to me. They will never get up that because they're too stupid. Oh, it's not. It's not an fuck. It's not an easy game. Don't get me wrong. Those two guys are stupid, but they can still knock you into those zapper things, and it's not an easy game. I've played this game a lot, Mike. That's why, because I like it. I've played it a lot. I never actually finished it, but I should make it. Yeah, just. So the words gets tricky because if they run over those bloody explosion things. Ah, fuck. Go all the way back up here again now. At least you don't die from falling. You do die from falling onto things. Shit. Oh, fuck. There you go, like I said. But that ninja is easy to kick ass with. That blooming sumo bloke, he's a bit more difficult if he corners you. Damn it. Piss off. So we'll fight you if I have to. because I'm not fighting you doesn't mean I can't. It just means I can't be bothered. Okay. You idiot, Simon, you flippin' idiot! That was called Simon being stupid. Ooh. Stutter. Remix version. The Windows 10 remix. Pieces of rubbish. That bit is actually quite tricky because of the way they can knock you onto those exploding bits. Always the first time. Every time, the first time that happens. Well, not every time, but the thing is, if you die down there, when you respawn at the top of the room, which is ridiculous, really, but. Mr. K, how you doing? Yeah, I'm playing doing a bit Bruce Lee at the moment. I don't get this far very often, so if I can remember how to do it. It'd be nice, and that was lucky. What you mean? What microphone am I using? Just a standard cheap piece of Chinese tap. It does the job. It's better than this, which is what I used to use. And you could hear me, depending on which headset I was using, you could hear me breathing through my nose. You could hear, and you could hear it sounded like Darth Vader. You know. So this is what I used to use before I had the camera. But I've had a camera for quite a while now, so because I used to have no camera, no mic, and then no camera. Yeah, exactly. Just DK, older Darth Vader. Bloody hell, I'm getting far this time. Now, so the test as well. There was a certain point where the game used to crash. You can piss off. You just stay down there. But do I go up this way? Or can I climb up that other side? Ah, okay, this is how you do it. Yeah. Well, when I started streaming, I used to stream on YouTube and I didn't used to talk, or I was one of these no mic, no camera dudes. And then when I got, I suppose I'll get a microphone, so I've got a headset with a mic on it. And then, I suppose I'll get a camera. Okay, just checking. I can see where I've got to go. Where do I go? Anybody in the world can see me. Ah, my camera's the same as my mic. It does the job. The camera's a Logitech, so it's a low-end one. So it's not a cheap brand. Okay, down here. I'll go down here. I see where I'm going. I thought I didn't realise where I was going for a start. Hypothetically, I doubt many people. I mean, tonight's been quite a good one for me, but I don't normally get that many people watch. So, who wants to see a stupid old git playing old games? But it's nice that people come. Well, there's no point in being arsy with people if they're coming to see your own stream, is there? I appreciate people people coming. I'm not always very good at keeping up with chat, especially when I get a few people in there, so if you are coming in and I miss stuff, just at me or something in the... Shit. What did I die from? Just highlight me or something so I can see what I'm doing. I don't know what it has to do with... Streaming is a very, very funny game to get into. It could be anything. It could be because I don't sit here and play Fortnite like these young kids do. It could be because of my setup. It could be because of my glitchy computer, and people see that. But I do what I do for fun. It's lovely that you people are here, and I appreciate every single one of you just for being here. But if you're not here, I enjoy playing the games anyway. I'll play them with or without you. I have no idea what I'm doing because I don't think I've ever been this far before. I suppose by gravity it depends on what you like. Some people like the streamer to be constantly talking, and some people just like to watch the game and have a streamer there to communicate with if they need to. I try and talk a bit, even if I think nobody's watching. I always assume that are people watching because I always upload my videos to YouTube. Nobody hardly watches on there, and I'm getting fed up with YouTube's attitude, so I might soon be getting rid of that anyway. And my VODs and all that lot, so people might see. So it's my birthday still at the moment for another. It's 11, so about another 40 minutes. It's my birthday for. You see, I put birthday stream on, but it's really like, well, who cares? Oh, well, thanks, Mr. DK. Thanks for the birthday wishes there. I'm an old git today. My mum phoned me this morning to wish me happy birthday, and my dad and my parents phoned me, and I said to my mum, I said, 29th of November 1973, the year that the year that ruined your life forever. She said, don't be like that. I was a little bugger when I was growing up though. I gave my parents some shit. Not really naughty stuff. Well, yeah, in a way. I didn't like being told what to do. You don't tell me what to do, and yes I do, I'm your parent. That kind of attitude. Simon Says, Simon Says works everywhere. Simple Simon, not so much. Simon Says is very good, because Simon Says you have to do what Simon says. You have to play the game properly, which means I can tell you to do anything, you have to do it. I'm not doing so well this time. I had a bloody good run last time. Really far. Well, yeah, I loved my parents. I got on, but I used to be a bit. My parents, obviously, I didn't get away with crap as such. They did discipline me, especially my dad. But my parents weren't as strict. They weren't as strict as some people's parents are. I had a pretty liberal upbringing, and as a result of that, sometimes I think to myself, well, maybe I used to get away with a bit too much. Maybe if I'd had kids, they might not get away with quite as much as I used to. But then again, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, my parents were pretty reasonable, I think. They weren't, Although when my dad told me something, when my mum told me something, I could be like, oh, but mum, oh. But when dad told me something, it was do it. So that's But both my parents are still very much alive and well. Well, my dad's had knee surgery, my mum needs knee surgery, but that's one of these things. That's why I've been helping him out on Thursdays with his errands, because he can't drive. He said, I'll tell you what, you can have my van, because I haven't got a vehicle. You can have my van at your house, but I will ask that you help me out a couple of things if you. And I said, of course I will. So, but they're still very much. My parents are still very much a thing. And I suppose if they weren't with us anymore, they wouldn't really be able to phone me and wish me happy birthday, would they? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss DK. It's I mean, everybody's going to go eventually, but it's horrible. It's not a nice thing. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. My wife's mother, who'd be my mother-in-law, she passed away quite early. I never got to meet her. I know her dad. I get on quite well with him. But her mum, no, I'm not don't know. Fortunately, I didn't get to meet her. You see, I was very fortunate. All four of my grandparents got to see me as I grew up. I was when my grandfather on my dad's side died first, and I was already in my early 20s when he passed away, and my grandmother on my dad's side was the last one to pass away, and I was already in my late 30s when she no, in my 30s, early 30s maybe. I probably mentioned before that I used to live in America for 7 years, and I got back in 2007, and she died. She died then. 2007. As I met my wife in 2008, and she died shortly before, so she never got to meet her. But my wife has got a grandmother still alive. Her mum passed away, but her mum's mum is still alive. She's in her 90s. Well, I had a really good go that first time. It'd be nice possibly to have it again. If I don't keep falling off and actually jump. But if I press the bloody jump button. Oh no! I've got. No, I've done that, haven't I? Flipping idiot, Simon. Oh god, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, it's late, that's why. Getting late. Boom. So do these others first and then come back to those on the bottom, because I've got to go down the bottom there anyway, so it makes sense just to... You don't piss off, bloody ninja. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Mr. DK. See you again. Have a good sleep. Oh, for fuck's sake! I missed one. Does it matter that I've missed that one? Yeah, a couple of hours or so I'll get to it. I'll probably stop streaming in a bit, but I'll get to the sleep in a couple of hours or so. get for anything in the morning, have I? No. Just remember that if it all goes to pot, then I haven't got that lantern, have I? Again, every time. Or most times anyway. That's what I mean about respawning at the top. Realised that the camera was in shot. The mic, I mean, was in shot. I'm a bit picky about that. Some people don't care. Some people have the mic right in the shot, but I don't. I don't like to have my microphone on the camera. Just sit and go, or shall I actually play the game? Let's play the game, shall we? Or play the game. Fuck! Stupid idiot. Yeah, if you put a two-player game in on this, you player two controls the sumo guy, and that's really. And basically, the player two's job is to kick the shit out of Bruce Lee. Oh, looky. Pooby on Yui. This has got all the lanterns this time. The fact that I've missed one was bugging me because I knew what would happen. I'd get all this done and I'd go back up to the surface again. I'd have to come all the way through the fucker again just to get that one. It can't be me, it must just be something about the first time you go up here. Because that happens every time. And I'm not doing anything any different than I am if I just fall down there, you know. Good. Let's keep going. Or not. At least that respawned me away from it at the other side, so I may have lost a life, but it got me past it easier, didn't it? Not doing too badly again. And oh, I probably could have got it at the lantern here, couldn't I? Yeah, I could have got it from there. It didn't matter that I'd missed it. Don't you fucking do one of your glitchy things here, computer. I should not be happy if you do. There you go, it didn't. That's it, you should stay down there. Just stand down there. Bye. Do all three of these, presumably. Don't know why I went on that side. Fuck you! Shit. I don't want to miss that lantern, you see. That one over that other side, look. This one. Again, the furthest I've been. Presumably it's this one. Fuck. Shit. Oh, I'm getting on with Bruce Lee now. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave it for tonight now. It's getting late. I've got a couple of hours before I want to go to bed, so I'll unwind a little bit after my stream. Thank you for everybody who joined me tonight for my birthday. I should be back tomorrow with something else. I will indeed find somebody else to host. So have a very good night. Let me see who's on. If there's anybody, nice on for me to let you watch.
Look, there's a guy open.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish.
It's close.
Have a good one. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. I will see.
Simon, hey.